What's up, everybody? It's Connor from Poison Noises, and I'm here to talk to you about our brand new fuzz pedal, the Glutnik. Let's get right into it. So, the Glutnik is our take on a Russian muff. Right now, this has been probably one of the coolest responses that we've ever gotten from our customers, our followers, whoever's been engaging with us on Instagram, taking advantage of the pre-orders. Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it. It has been an overwhelming experience, and it's all in the name of a good thing. Right now, all 50% of the sales for this pedal are going directly to the World Vision Ukrainian Relief Fund. And right now we've raised a good amount of money, and we really, really appreciate it. And we hope that more people take advantage of this pedal because, we don't like war, and we hope everybody stays safe in the Ukraine, and we want to help out where we can. So thanks again to everybody that's bought one, shared it, interacted with us on Instagram in regards to it. We really, really, really appreciate it. So I'm here to run through a couple of my favorite settings. I'm going to keep it brief, but let's get right into it. Let's go ahead. So right here, we have this lovely pedal. And just for perspective here, this is a brand new take on our enclosures here. You'll notice we got the little Poison Noises on the bottom. We got the nice back and sides in black. And it's got like a nice sand finish to it, so it feels a little bit more durable and really is a little bit more durable. So we're liking it so far. I think it looks pretty clean, and I also love that we got our logo in the bottom corner here. That's awesome. So let's go through it. So just like some of our other fuzzes, you have your volume knob here. This is a passive volume knob in the more. Your feed is going to be your gain. You got your EQ right here on the even more, and then getting into the flavor, this is a three-way switch that is basically just doing different clipping stages. So right here in the up position here, this is a series of resistors and Schottky diodes that are meant to mimic germanium diodes. We didn't end up using the germanium diodes in these, but we think this is a very good trade-off for that. This middle position is actually going to be taking the clipping diodes out of your second stage, your second gain stage here, and it's just going to be just that first stage. Going down here, it's just silicone, which personally, that's one of my favorites, so I'm glad that we got it on the pedal. Our starve button here, this is like our bias button. It's actually more of a misbias, as I've been told. It's pulling voltage from the pedal, which is pretty cool, and you'll see what it does in a sec, but it's basically just a bias knob right there. And then, like our gluttonous fuzz, we have the binge and the purge, which is basically going to be bypassing this bad boy right here, the EQ. So let's get into it. I'm not going to go crazy on my clean tone today, but this is it. Fender Strat into a twin deluxe reverb, excuse me. Nice and clean. Let's make it dirty. So right now I'm showing you my favorite setting with the purge knob. So it gets a little out of control, but let's look at this here. So I got my gain pinned. Obviously I had to turn my volume down just a little bit. It's actually bypassing this EQ, so nothing's going to happen if I touch that. It's just fully diming it out. I've got it on my silicone diode, which I absolutely love. And then I've biased the signal up to here. So one more time, let's get it. So that is just one of my favorite sounds I've gotten out of a fuzz pedal ever. It reminds me of a childhood memory of mine of hearing a Russian muff for the very first time with my buddy Will. Shout out Will. and just being blown away. You know, I've never had a big muff on my board. I'm not necessarily against big muffs. I just never had a practical use for it. But I'll find one when it comes to using this pedal because it is an absolute tone machine. So let's go into just some of our more dialed back settings because I started it hot and heavy in this one. So let me just turn this purge knob off here. I'm going to roll my gain back a smidge as well. Sorry, I've got my second monitor over here doing the work for me. I'm going to put it all the way up to our, you know, germanium simulator right there. Roll the bias back a little bit. Let's see what we get here. Here's my volume. Yeah, that's the stuff. Actually going to give it a little bit more there. So I like this setting because it's going to be a little bit throatier, but it's also not going to take away from the rich highs. So I'll show you a little bit how I would use it. This is one of those things where it's like I want to hear the clarity of my chords, but I'm also going to want to hear some single line notes that really pack a punch. So I really like, I mean, you know, fuzz in general, everyone's got a take on it nowadays. And that's why we make so many fuzzes, because we got a lot to say about them. So when it comes to this fuzz in particularly, I'd say that this has the best coat on it. And what I mean by that is if it were an animal, it would have a luscious, very beautiful feeling coat, because every note that I play really feels full, but it's also not one of those things where it's like I'm blending my clean sound with something else. This sounds like straight up just this pedal, and it's really it's filthy and just absolutely hairy down to its core. So that is my favorite setting for more of, like, you know, the Jimmy stuff, the Stevie stuff, Jimmy Page stuff, you know, that kind of fuzz sound. This is what I like about it, except, you know, in comparison to our Glut cheeks, I actually like this one a little bit more if I want to be dirtier and I want to be a little bit more aggressive with it. You know, our Glut cheeks, as you know, is, you know, like a fuzz face or a tone bender. It cleans up a little bit better than this pedal. This one is just out of control and wild, and I just love that it does that and loves that it gives me the ability to do that. So it really frees me up to do a lot of riffs. So let's get into another setting on this that I really like. And so I've showed you my silicone all the way down with the purge setting, like this. This doesn't matter. I had this up and I had that pinned, all that. You remember that? Great. I showed you this lovely setting here that I like a lot. Roll this back for a little more chord clarity. And then I'm going to show you my middle position. Let me just get to it real quick. Nope, wrong way. There it is. So this is what I like to call my power chord section. I'm going to make a lot of enemies on the internet right now and say I am not a huge Smashing Pumpkins fan, but this is what I imagine a Smashing Pumpkins fan would use this pedal for in a similar setting like this. even listen to Smashing Pumpkins enough to even try and play a riff like them, but this is my power chord setting. I absolutely freaking love this thing when it comes to playing lead, playing some chords, but its best use is going to be with power chords. So I'm going to tell you right now, I'd love to start a punk band. If you want to join a punk band with me, and we can all have Glutniks on our board, and we can all put it to this setting, and we can just write punk songs together, I would love that more than anything in the world. So hit me up in the comments if you want to start a punk band, and maybe name the punk band in the comments. Keep it, you know, PG-13, TV 14, whatever. Anyway, those are all of my favorite settings on the Glutnik. So one more time, I'm going to run you through them. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Gets real hairy. Nice little synthy drone there. We love Then I'm going to show you this one more time. Forgot my volume. A little bit more. So that's more of my chords, my lead stuff. And then, like I was telling you before, my middle section. Beef that up a little bit. My power chords. So that is the Glutnik. Right now, this is selling for $119.99. As I said before, 50% of the sales are going to the Ukraine through the World Vision Ukrainian Relief Fund. Like I said before as well, thank you for everyone that has purchased this pedal so far. I know it's been on pre-order for a while. You should be seeing some tracking numbers soon, if not before this video even comes out. And thank you to everyone who shared it, mentioned it, talked about it, looked at it, thought about it before bed, before you had a deep sleep, and then dreamt about it. Honestly, the support's been huge, and we really appreciate it. We have more releases coming up soon, so please keep your eyes peeled. And thank you to everybody who has watched this video. Sorry, it's been a long day. As always, I'm Connor Taylor with Poison Noises. Catch you next time.